Have you ever asked yourself what's the difference between Anchor or DMC or some other cheap brands? In this video I'm gonna give you my opinion about Anchor, DMC, CXC and another Chinese brand I'm using at the moment. I'm gonna start with the Chinese brand because it's the one I'm using at the moment. This pattern is called Brave. I think it's by Donna Stitch. The Chinese brand I'm using, it's just some normal thread I bought on a Chinese store. The price is like 50 cents, I think. I'm gonna try to give you a zoom. The coverage is not that bad, but here, as you can see on the brown here, there are some spots. You can see the fabric. The thread is kind of rough. It's not smooth. This was the first thread I used when I started cross stitching again because it was cheaper. And I didn't know what I wanted to do, so I started using it in some small projects. It's bleed free, that's why I use it. With a bit of strength because it doesn't come smooth, I think. I don't. Before I have only used it, the Chinese brand, but I've tried DMC, Anchor, and CXC until now, and I rather use the CXC because it's really easy to stitch with it. But since I started this project with the Chinese brand, I'm gonna finish it with it. So, for people who don't have a lot of money and they like to cross stitch, I guess you can buy it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad if you haven't tried another brands, I guess. Um, you just need to buy one or two and try it. See if they bleed. You can do that by wetting the thread and put it on like some white paper. Also, the Chinese brand doesn't have numbers, as you can see, no number. They don't match any DMC number, Anchor number, whatever. They don't match any. I bought these ones, like, I knew the colors I needed, and then I found them, and yeah, I guess I just picked them, and we are here. As you can see, the coverage isn't that bad, I guess. I'm using two strands and it's 18 count HAED, I think. Now, the next one is the DMC Anchor. I'm using DMC and Anchor on my Heaven and Earth design. It's called Ravenkin and it's by Selena Fennec. This is what it will look like. The reason why I'm using Anchor and DMC in this project is because they do not sell DMC where I live. I had bought like almost every color I needed in Anchor, as you can see here. Anchor, they're almost Anchor all. These ones are the DMC ones, as you can see this one. But as you know, I guess, Anchor doesn't have all the colors DMC have. You can convert the DMC to Anchor, but there are DMC numbers that don't match the anchor ones. So I have like, I think there are 12 DMC and the rest is anchor. Those are my needles. It's my needles, number 24. About the DMC and anchor, let me just show you my project. So this is how far I've gotten into my Ravenkin project. The part I've done, it's like this little bit here, I guess. As you can see, the DMC anchor, the coverage isn't that good on the dark part. You can see the fabric, the coverage isn't that good. The difference between the DMC anchor and the Chinese brand. The DMC anchor is shinier. It's a shiny thread. You can see here, it shines. Here, I can put one near the other. Let me just grab this one. So, the left one is the Chinese brand and the right one it's the anchor one. DMC, it's identical to the anchor, so I'm not gonna... Well, I guess I can put another one here. So, as you can see, this one here shines a lot. This one shines less, and this one kinda doesn't really shine. I guess on the video it shines a bit, but it isn't that shiny. About the anchor and the DMC, I like to stitch with anchor or DMC because the thread, it's really smooth. You don't need to force yourself to pull the thread on the fabric. On the Chinese brand, like I told you before, you kinda need to pull it a bit harder. The anchor, I pay 175 for one anchor, and I pay 2 euros and 13 cents for each DMC, which is really expensive. I mean, my project is full kitted up, as you can see. I paid like 170 something to have it, or to have all the colors. It's kind of expensive if you don't have a lot of money to use on your project. It's a nice thread, but I don't really like it because, well, I guess if you put it like a bit far, you can't see the fabric. But if you're here, you definitely can see the fabric, which really annoys me. So, yeah. but not least, I'm gonna talk a bit about the CXC brand. I bought it from AliExpress. I paid like 8 cents by skein. I bought 500 and something skeins because I kitted up 3 Heaven and Earth designs. This one, the Angelique by... Well, I don't know the names. I will insert a picture of the projects I kitted up here. I kitted up all these projects with like 30 euros. I paid 170 for the other Heaven and Earth design. I paid 30 euros to kit 3 Heaven and Earth designs with the CXC brand. This is where I keep my symbols, numbers. I don't have all the threads I need for this project in this box. I keep the rest here. A second here. This is what they look like when they arrive. They fully match the DMC brand. They're exactly the same colors. Some colors may vary a bit, I guess. What can I say about it? Let me think a bit. The thread is really, it's smooth, it shines, it's thicker than the DMC, the Anchor, the Chinese brands. The colors are really vibrant. This is the project I'm using it. It's called Beautiful Secrets. I'm gonna insert a picture of the full project here. As you can see, I showed you the other Heaven and Earth design. It had a lot of dark colors. This one has dark colors as well, but you can't see the fabric. You can't. It's the exact same type of fabric. It's 18 count HAED. I'm using 2 strands, the exact same amount of strands, and as you can see, you can't see the fabric. It looks so neat. It's really amazing. I'm gonna use the CXC brand from now on because it's cheaper. The material feels better than the other ones. You have a full coverage piece, like really full coverage piece. You can't see any fabric here. It's easy to stitch with. The colors are the exact same thing as the DMC, at least mine are. I bought it from a shop on AliExpress called Factory Shop, I think. You can join the Facebook group. It's called Cross Stitch Unlimited. I can put the link in the description. We have a big review of CXC in there. You can check what other people think about CXC. I'm just giving my opinion about it and showing you my projects with it. I really think CXC it's an amazing brand. It's really cheap and it's, for me at least, it's better than the DMC or Anchor. I guess that's everything I can say about it. If you have any questions, you can leave them below. I'll try to answer it. If you want me to make a video about something, about the brands I'm using, you can also ask me. I would also like to say that I have bought from Wish. I don't know if any of you knows Wish. Wish is an online shop where you can buy stuff really cheap. I've bought like a random pack of thread, cross stitch thread. This is what the package from Wish looks like. It comes in this bag. Those are just random numbers. I think it has CXC as well mixed, like here. This yellow, I don't know what it is, but it doesn't match the DMC. I haven't used it yet because, like I said, it's just random colors. On the AliExpress, I could choose the colors I wanted because the seller sends you an Excel file and you can choose how much or how many numbers of each color you want. I don't know if I'm gonna use it. Maybe I'll use it in some smaller projects, but since I'm doing two Heaven and Earth designs and the Donna Stitch one, I'm gonna try to finish one of those before I start something smaller. The CXC one, it also comes like the Wish one, in a package, but with the numbers you ordered. I keep mine in this travel bag. These ones are the ones I ordered for my other Heaven and Earth designs. As you can see, like I have a lot of the same numbers, they are the exact same color. I also got these bobbins. They are plastic ones from Wish. They were like €1 a bag of 100, I think. They're kind of hard to use because they are plastic. You can't, I mean, you can write on the number here, but you will have to use a plastic pen. So yeah,